hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Lots of chocolate, lots of Easter eggs. We had some Easter egg hunts in the snow. It was crazy here. Crazy weather, but it was wonderful. And we got to spend time with the grandchildren and family. We had a birthday party on Friday night. So yeah, busy family weekend. Hope you had a good one. I have something fun to share with you tonight, and you may wonder, well, what about the new stuff? Some people were talking about new Stampin' Up! Stuff. I know, but it's not till next month. So I didn't want you to get all excited about new stuff and forget about some of the things we already have. Tonight we are talking about Celebrate Today Kit, and I'm just going to get you right into it. Now, you know I have been working with my Cricut friends on how to use SVGs to create simple scrapbook layouts. Hey Shannon, and you might be thinking, well, that's great, but I'm not a Cricut person. Hey Lana, and I would love to do simple layouts, but I don't even know where to start. This is a perfect way to get you started. You might also be thinking, yeah, I don't scrapbook. I don't do that. That's lots of paper and lots of measuring and lots of stuff, and I don't want to do that. I don't want an album. I don't want to do that. I like to make cards. I'm telling you, you guys, we are paper crafters, and paper crafters like to play with paper. We don't really care what the outcome is. Hey, Jean, we just really like paper, right? Okay, well, this kit is the coolest one because it kind of combines all of those things into one. Hey, oh, it's snowing there already, Janie? It's not snowing here yet. They're threatening, though. I don't know. It was like crazy big, like hail things yesterday. But today was nice. We were out without a coat, so who knows? It's spring in New England right now. It is everything. All right, everybody, so let me take you down. So this is how this kit comes. This is a 12 by 12 box. It comes like this in the mail. It's a perfect gift if you wanted to gift this to somebody after you finished it. It's a perfect gift box. It already comes with it, right? Let me see if I can show you how thick it is. It's that thick, right? Super simple. Okay, so there's that. And then what do you get in it? Well, I'm going to show you this from the back because I don't want to show you the other side yet. This is what it looks like on the back. It's a magnetic board. Now, I, of course, don't necessarily follow the rules. I like to do things my way. And my way was to create a scrapbook layout on this magnetic board. It is a magnet. The little clips stick right to it, right? So I use that to pop my journaling in here. 4 photos using my template tools. If you are in my newsletter, you got this in the, you didn't get this, you got the layout instructions in your newsletter this morning, which did not go out last night. I was late. It went out today. So if you're in the newsletter, open that up because you're going to have the PDF that tells you what these sizes are and how to create this layout if you want to. Now, the other piece of this is you're thinking, I don't know. Let me show you how fun this is. Let's create it the way it was designed to be done, the way Stampin' Up! Tells us to use it, okay? All right, so first things first, I'm going to make this go back to the original. I wish I had 2 of these, or 3. In fact, I have more on order, but they're not here yet. So to change them, you just push up those little metal things on the back. Mary, you don't get the newsletter yet? Okay, well, if you go to karamiller.com, you'll see a place where it says subscribe down at the bottom, and I will send you this one. Message me your email address. You don't have to post it here because I'll lose it. So message it to me and I will send it out to you a little bit later. Okay, so let me just get this out. So this is the magnetic board. This is how it comes with this 12 by 12 magnetic board and this super cool frame, which will work for any and all scrapbook layouts. It's not limited to one thing. So let me show you. In the kit, you get two 12 by 12s. This is one. It was this gray plaid, buffalo plaid, I think. And then on the back is this kind of ombre pink. Or you can have this black and white polka dots. I like this too, kind of Swiss dot. And then this green graphic triangles on the back. Okay? All right. So let's say we're going to use, so now I've got it all apart. Let me move this over here so it's not in my way. We are also going to see what else comes in the kit. All this comes in the kit. You're going to get a small roll of tear and tape. You're going to get the clips that I was just playing with. You get a bunch of those. Hello, Michelle. Yeah, you're going to get 6 of these gold clips with magnets on them so they stick on the board in various places. You're going to get these 2 pockets. We're going to assemble these. Whoops, I just lost my journaling. Hold on. And I use one of these cards to journal for my mom. My mom's layout. My grandchildren call her Nana. Nana's 90. We had a huge party. So this is take time for the good times in your journey, and happiness is in the journey. Okay? So that's what I did with my first attempt at this, and then I said, okay, now I want to do it the way they want us to do, the way that it's suggested. So you got the 2 pockets, you've got these sweet little 3x4 cards. They're all a different variety. It's kind of designed to go on your bulletin board with places for notes, like a grocery list or a pocket to tuck little things in, a calendar, important dates, scheduled dentist, follow up. So it could work that way. I'd probably forget to update it, but I could start out on a good, the first of the month I'd be ready. All right, so let's see. One more thing, we have these stickers. I love these sweet little stickers. There's the flowers, these little tabs. Grateful, I love this. Grateful, love this life, celebrate today. Today I'm creating, you've got this. And then we have them in other languages too, in case you want to get a little bilingual stuff going in your family. You have you have German, French, and Dutch, I think. I'm terrible. Oh, maybe it'll tell me in the box. Nope. I know one is French. I think the other's German. Okay? All right. I'm going to stick with English today because I can handle that. Hey, Mary Lou. All right. So that's what we got. We got stickers. We've got cute little cards. Let's look at the directions. These come with it. Now, I will tell you that sometimes the directions are kind of IKEA-like. They don't have the little finger pointing, but there's not a whole lot of information. You kind of have to take the picture and figure out what it means, but we're going to help you. So in this first one, they have us using the pocket, this pocket with the checks on it. All right, and we're holding it this way. That's glue. I know. It looks kind of like a white blob, but we're going to go with the idea that it's glue. And they want me to glue along here and along here. I can handle that. So I'm going to use the tear tape. I will tell you, I don't necessarily do things the way the instructions tell me. I tend to go off once I see the idea, and then I think, oh, well, I could do this. I am one of those people that walks through craft fairs and says, I can make that. Yeah, the kind that if you're the vendor at the craft fair, you don't like me. You're the one that goes, yeah, lady, then do it. If you can make it yourself, then you go ahead and do it. Why are you here? But I'm here because I love to look at your ideas and see what you made. And maybe I would decide that, you know what, yes, I can make it myself, but I probably won't. So I should probably just buy it. But I am one of those people, which is what led me to come up with the simple scrapbooking idea. I'm really big on getting your photos out of your phone so that you can enjoy them. All right, so we're going to just peel off that paper on the tear and tape. You can use a paper piercer, you can use the take your pick tool, and then we're going to fold these right along. There's fold lines. See them in there? And we're just going to fold and fold and fold. And the directions tell us this too. Fold, and then bring this right here. Right, oh, sorry, I'm too far away from you. Right along the edge, all right? So it's gonna make like an accordion pocket folder. I know, Shannon. We are, that's what we do. Oh, I can do that. We don't necessarily do it, but we can. Yeah, so maybe in this case you could just get the kit and not have to think that way, because then you wouldn't have to do it yourself. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to fold that in and fold this side in. Okay, so that is ready to take one of these little clipperoos and, whoops, I need the magnet side down. And I'm going to clip that on here and we're going to hang that on. Let's do the other one before we get too carried away. I'm back over here. That was that one. See, it looks right. Oh, we're not done. It wants us to add some stickers. See, I wasn't looking. Look at the directions. All right, so it wants stickers on here, which are the leaves. It wants this one and this one. All right, so we're gonna take this sticker. They're already adhesived. It wants one up here. Whoops. And it shows me the picture so I can look at it. Michelle, I love it. It's so true. I can remember being the person in the booth a zillion years ago and thinking, yeah, right. Why don't you just do it? It also wants me to put the pink down, which again, you know, Kara's not reading directions. It wants this pink along the bottom first. So I'm going to put this pink down here. So we're decorating this folder before we hang it on there, okay? The cool thing about it is those lines, they can help you make it nice and straight. Now this goes on here and the leaf kind of goes on the pink a little. All right, and then it wants the two pink flowers. This one is going to go here. They're watercolory kind of. And then this one is going to go here. There. Okay. So there's that. Cute. All right. Now we can move on. The next one, same idea. We're going to start with this. We're going to put our tape down. Which side do we have? The flowers are up. You know what? I'm going to try. It doesn't show me this, but I am going to fold on these before I get the tape involved, because I feel like that would be easier. Right, like that. So it's kind of an accordion. It's in, out, in. All right. Now I can put the tape on right along here. Might make it easier for you to see how it actually goes together. And then the tape along here. There really is no wrong way to do this. There really isn't. Yeah. And peel. And then we're going to just fold this down. And then we have our second folder. Now this one, they want me to put the green along the bottom, this green. And it's got like a stitched line on it, so it looks like it's really detail-y and stitched. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot Love This Life on that one. Shoot. That's what I get for looking ahead. Love This Life is going to go right over the flowers. My flowers are kind of close together. You know what? I'm going to go down here. I know I'm not following directions, but I want them down here because I want to see more of the flowers. This one now wants the pink watercolor circle. It's going to go right here. Stickers are my favorite thing. And then it wants You've Got This. Right here. And then the two butterflies, one on either side. One goes here. This is really, really cute and would make a super cute gift. Finished for someone who's going to just put it in the closet and not do it. You know those people. They think they want to be crafty. And they want to be like you, and then you give them something and they never do it because it doesn't seem like fun. Yeah. Okay, so number 3 is it wants me to take this list. Let me see if I can find the one they use. So we use the same one. There's so many choices here. Oh, this one. All right, so they want, and again, I could use any one I want, but they want me to take that one, and then they want on the menu, which is down here. These are all individual little highlights, no stamping needed, and I need a little arrow. It's the light green arrow. Oh, and you know what? Look, it even shows you where it is on the paper. See? So you don't even have to guess. Well, which arrow is it? It's right there. This is a great project to do with your grandchildren too, because they would love the sticker part. On the menu, it goes right there. And then you're going to write the days of the week in there. I'm not going to do all of them because we'll be here all night. But for example, you might say, oh, and I put mine on the other side. Sunday. And then I'm going to write my recipe. And that's going to go on here. And then the last one is the happiness is in the journey, which I already used that sticker. So I'm going to have to use something different. I'm going to go with Celebrate Today. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get it on there because I'm not following this anymore because I used Happiness is in the Journey on Nana's layout. So now it just tells me to take that 12 by 12 and I'm going to slide it down in on top of the magnet. So let me show you how that works. And I'm going to go with the pink one, which is on the other side. Nana's on this side, right? And I'm going to put that on here. Now, it tells you to slide it down in. I find it easier to take it out and then flip it over and slide it back in. I don't feel like it slides really well. I know it wants me to, but I didn't have a lot of luck with that, so I took it out. And then just popped it in, fold these little buggers over, right? Super easy. And then turn it over. So now I have my paper in here. And then I'm just going to pop these guys on and ready to go. Now, what if I said, okay, well, that's cool, but I want a photo too. Well, I could put a photo down here. Or I could put a calendar. Lots of things I can do, and I can change this up. That's what's cool about it. Okay? So that's the way they suggested that you do it. Now, those of us that are like, yeah, well, okay, but I could do something different. Let me show you something else that you could do with this. Now, I've been telling you about, the whole scrapbooky thing and using your Cricut and all that stuff. But a lot of you have said, yeah, that's great, but I don't Cricut. I don't want a Cricut. I just want to play with paper. I don't want a Cricut. Okay, cool. You can do that. Let me show you what you can do. So let's take you back out. So we have this great frame, right? Super colossal. We're going to move this over here. Here's one. And slide that over. Now when that's done, I'm going to pop that in an album and I'm moving on. Here is a simple layout not using a Cricut. So this is following the same ideas of a simple, goes with my toolkits. These are my toolkits. And I have this for you, and it will be in the blog later on tonight so that you can download it if you don't remember what the sizes are we're using here. Okay? All right, so what do? We are going to start, this is what we're going to work towards, but we are going to start down at the bottom with the bottom layout. So that is actually on the back side of the tulips. Tulips are a little busy for a scrapbook layout, but the back side is awesome, right? Now remember, if you look on the back, it will tell you what the colors are so you can coordinate and you don't have to stay up late trying to figure it out. You're also going to need I'm using 3 photos. You're going to need 3 photo mats. Photo mats are simply cut from basic white, and they are going to give you a frame to your photo. Okay? They coordinate with the templates. Now that's kind of the key to the whole system, and this is the system. The system allows you to crop your photos so they fit, because if you think about it, if I tried to put, let me get you guys out of the way, let me just show you, these are my 3 photos. If I tried to put all 3 photos, I could, but don't you feel like the girls kind of get lost in this photo? Let me show you what happens if you do it the simple way. So I'm going to start with them, and I'm going to take this cropping tool. I don't need this foot of Lucy's necessary. She needs it to walk on, but this one doesn't even show up anyway. The sky's pretty, but I don't need the whole thing. I can tell what it is from there. And I'm going to take my long bladed scissors. Now, if you are a card maker and you're thinking, yeah, I don't do this. I don't make scrapbook layouts. I bet you have cool photos that you would love to have hanging on your refrigerator in something other than the magnet from the grocery store. Right? I know you have those. Let's do this, and then you could put this sweet little frame up in your kitchen, on your refrigerator, on a cabinet door, and you can still show off your great photos, but you can also show off your creativity and how clever you are. So if you cut the photo mat 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, it coordinates with this from the toolkit. I don't have to worry about, well, how much do I cut off the top to get what I want? I'm going to put my adhesive on the back, and I'm going to pop this on nice and easy, centering it with my eyeballs. I don't need to measure anything. I can just eyeball it, and I'm okay tonight. I'll sleep great. There's one. Let's go with number 2. Again, same idea. This time I get the sailboat, I get the sand, I get the waves, I get the whole shebang. I just don't need this, nor do I need that. All right? Now, not every picture works, as we all know, for every layout, but it sure works for this one. And again, just commit, just cut. If you are not happy with this and you like using your trimmer, you can draw a line around these and then pop it in your trimmer, if that makes you feel better. If you are super brave and don't get cut, you can use your X-Acto knife. That is not my style. I can't do X-Actos. I get too nervous. There you go. And now I'm done with it. I'm done with this because I've cut the 2 I needed to cut. Let's get these out of the way. And we're going to adhesive this. So if you're thinking, well, yeah, maybe I could do it. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of scrapbooking. It's not a whole album. It's just one. Maybe I could do it. All right, so there's two. I'm going to move you. I have Grace left. This one was just too cool to crop because of the frog. See him? And we're going to put this on. So this layout, this photo mat is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. This photo is just the way it came from Shutterfly or CVS or wherever you have your photos printed. Right? So now we're going to look back at this. And I took another shade. This is actually Gorgeous Grape. And I popped this in. It's just 11 1/2. And I don't have the measurement on there. Let me tell you, I want to say it's 6 inches. Right? And then the piece that I cut off, it was time to tear. Now, tearing paper looks like you are just so artsy-fartsy, but I'm telling you, it's not bad. It's just scary when you think about you're going to tear paper. You can't do it wrong. There's no way to do it wrong. So this was part of my leftover from my 8 1/2 by 11. And I'm going to show you with another piece. I just have to grab one in here. It's literally tearing. It's really not hard. So let's say it was 3 inches. She is, I know, there's something, those guys. So I'm going to say, and again, it doesn't really matter necessarily what the size is. It's whatever's left over. All right, so to tear, you're going to start at the top. Now, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to tear with my right hand. The piece that I'm holding in my left is what I'm going to want to use. The piece that I'm going to tear with my right, I'm going to pull it up towards me, and that's going to be my scrap. So this is what it's going to look like. Now, if you want it to look like waves, and you're a little nervous, tear it in little pieces. If you just want it, oh my gosh, just go for it, you can. So just tear it along or just go for it. You can't hurt it. It's paper, right? So now I've got two to look at. I can do this like this if I wanted. I could pop this on top of it and get a double layer. This is just creating this super cool background that's really just paper. I actually like the two of those together. And then I'm going to look at my layout. Because I have these guys already mounted, it's really easy to just pop them down. Now, if you need to know where the middle is, because you won't be okay tonight, then you take your ruler. But if you don't need to know, you can use your eyeball. It's going to hang on the wall, so you want it to be right, but let's do these together first, because they're just going to move, right? And these guys are easy because they line up on the ends, and I can line up the top too if I want. That's easy, right? Good night, Mary Lou. And then go along. And then this, I'm going to pop in the center, and I'm going to eyeball this, and I'm going to leave the space the same. It can be fingers right across the top. Again, you can move it if you didn't like it. And then this one, the same thing. And I'm going to do the same spacing because these are the same size, same width boards, papers or boards. They're the same. And I'm going to line them up with this edge. There we go. And I'm going to commit to it. You are going to go in the middle. Okay, I want to know where the middle is because I just need to know. So I take my 12, I take my pen, and I put a little mark there. And that's where the middle of my photo goes, right there. Now, before I stick anything down, I'm going to grab my other two photos and see how they look. And I'm going to use this spacing to decide where they go. So I'm going to use where this is, and that looks the way I want it to look. I'm happy with that. I also, let me put these down first. So this is as simple as it could be. I could leave it just like this if I wanted. Right? Or because it's paper, and I'm a paper crafter, I can use all my paper crafting skills. I have dies, I have stamps, I have embellishments, you name it, I can add it to this if I want. Right? So now, instead of just being the pockets, I've added a whole bunch of new stuff to it. Now, if I wanted to coordinate with the pockets, I could. I could have used a different color here and it might have gone better. And then it could pop right in the middle of them. Here are the wave dies, and I love them. This is from, right here. They're so delicate. This is from the waves. This does not match the dies. It does, but it doesn't. So it goes behind it. But in this case, we have this great photo. I could pop that right here and add that on there if I wanted. That would look cool. They don't go, they both go this direction. You could flip this over and pop that in here if you wanted. If you wanted to make it a border, you could get away with that. There's also this die that fits the Totally Awesome or Your Strength is an Inspiration. For right now, I'm going to put this back in the frame so you can see how this looks. And then remember, these are magnets. So I can always add the journaling or an embellishment with the magnet. Get in there. All right, almost in. You got it. You can do it. Get down in there. You kind of have to talk to it. I'm telling you, it's that easy. So instead of an album that sits on the shelf, this is going to be in your kitchen right where you can see it and you can watch it all the time. And you can change this up and then take this piece and add it to your album when you're done. If you were here last week, I showed you a different one using the same waves. This is the girls again. But this is done, let me get this out of the way. This is done with a scrapbooking simple. The simple is all one piece, right? Using a Cricut. But maybe you don't have a Cricut. So what you do, you look at you take my PDF, which I'm now handing out, which I now will have to go with our SVGs. I've been talking about this for a while. For you non-SVG users, I will give you the sizes. You can look at the SVG with the sizes on it, and you could build your own, not connected, and add your own photos, right? So I could create this even if I didn't have a Cricut. Even if I didn't cut SVGs, I could still do this layout. Those of you that do have a Cricut, you could take this as your inspiration and create your own by simply connecting. What happens with a Cricut is these things are connected to this. So when you lay it down, you know where everything goes. This requires a little bit of more effort with you, but it's still so doable. Okay? I just think this kit is so cool, and we're always looking for some way to show off that special layout, that special page, or you do it the way that Stampin' Up! Designed it, which allows you to have these sweet little notes in your kitchen instead of written on a piece of scrap paper. Right? All right. Well, thanks for coming tonight and crafting with me. This was fun. Ooh, I don't like that glare, sorry. And I will see you all soon. Bye.